When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Welcome, one and all, to another edition of the Dining at Disney podcast. I'm producer Aljon, joined by Kristen, and today we have an outstanding travel deal for you, and only you, because you're special. Kristen, what's the travel deal for this week?
Well, if you are looking to visit Walt Disney World, you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels this spring and early summer. You can save up to 20% on stays most nights March 1st through March 31st. That's coming right up. We're just days away from that. You can also save up to 25% on stays most nights April 10th through July 10th.
I love it. You know, the great thing, too, is the fact that when they book with you, not only can they save time and money, but you'll also, by doing this deal, have a bunch of really cool benefits that they've reinstated at the Disney parks now that the new regime has taken over.
Yes, you no longer have to pay for resort parking.
I love that. I love that. We call them bennies, the benefits. The benefits. How can people email you to get their own deal going and to save all that time and money when they go visit the Disney, Universal, or any cruise line?
They can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
Another thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Oh, yes.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, and travel expert.
Aljon Gill here, the producer of the show, also a content creator and huge fan of Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and of course our Disney parks.
Okay, so today we are talking about Mighty Patty's Festival that takes place over at Raglan Road.
All right. Before we do that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show and click that bell for notifications every time we post new content. And I have to say that the Sorcerer Radio fans are digging the show.
Good.
Now that it's on Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com. So people excited about having Dining at Disney and you and I still doing a show together.
Yes.
I love that. So St. Patrick's Day is one of my favorite days of the year. Not only does it give me an opportunity to enjoy green beer, which I can do. You technically can enjoy green beer year-round if you wanted to. But it is home of one of our favorite festivals, especially over there at Disney Springs, that Raglan Road Mighty St. Patrick's Festival, which I love so much. It's pretty awesome.
Yes, it is.
So
this year it's going to be taking place March 16th through the 19th.
Mm-hmm. And I love it. And there's a whole bunch of different bands and entertainers and activities going on during that time. And we just so happen to have the program, if you will, to go over. It's kind of neat.
So it kicks off on a Thursday, March 16th. They have two stages set up that night. The main stage, main pub stage, and then the patio stage. Aljon, do you want to tell people what bands they can see on those stages?
All right. So check this out. So Thursday, the 16th of March, the main pub stage, you've got Celtic Croy that has at least 4 different appearances throughout the night, starting at 4. The Raglan Road Irish Dancers that kick off at 4:30. Yes, and they do kick. And they have Strings and Things kicking things into high gear at night, starting at 8:30. That's all the main pub stage that's inside. Now, on the patio stage, you have the Men of Erin, who start at 4 p.m. outside. Claire Sands, singer-songwriter, at 8:15, and One for the Foxes at 9:30. So there's always something going on there. Kristen, how about Friday?
On Friday, March 17th, they will actually have 3 locations. The main pub stage, the patio stage, and then they will add in Hole in the Wall, which is the little tiny bar on the back side of the restaurant.
It's cool.
The main pub stage is going to have Celtic Croy kicking it off, then followed by the Raglan Road Irish Dancers, Men of Iran, Raglan Road Irish Dancers again, and then Claire Sands and Strings and Things. If you head over to the patio stage, they will have, is it Go Bon?
Mm-hmm.
One for the Foxes, Men of Iran, Claire Sands, and Elevation. You may have heard of Elevation before. It is the U2 cover band.
It's a tribute band. There's a difference.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Difference between tribute band and cover band. This band, being a tribute band, will actually dress up and do all the stage antics that U2 does. They'll have all the appropriate guitar and gear as well. So it's like you're watching them play. Pretty neat, huh?
And then Hole in the Wall has Men of Iran, One for the Foxes, Celtic Croy, and Go Bon.
All right. Now for the 18th, and so they've got 2 of the stages going on the 18th. Yes.
I need to say real quick. So on the 17th, because it is St. Patrick's Day,
yes,
there is a cover charge. The other days, there's not. But on the 17th, it's a $20 cover charge. Unless you are ages 18 and under, you have no cover charge. But adults, you will be charged $20.
Yes, absolutely. And they have those stages there. It's I love it. There are so many things going on. So just keep that in mind on the 17th. Each guest has to be 18 or older too. Limited space. And a great selection of Irish beers, by the way.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking 18 and under was... Okay,
now it says each guest 18 and older allowed. And I think that is the cover charge for inside. All right. Is it inside or both? Inside and all those. It's to go inside any of the areas, including the indoor patio, or the blocked off patio, I think.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. And it's definitely something to keep in mind if you're visiting during that time or have dining reservations there.
I believe you can still get in if you are under 18. You just...
Sitting at the restaurant side.
You just don't have a cover charge.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Well, okay, gotcha. Each guest 18 and older will be charged that for cover. So if you're a child, because it is a restaurant and a bar, so it's a combo bar restaurant, so you can have kids there if they want to, if you want to eat as a family. So that's important to note. But honestly, $20 for the time that you're going to spend there eating with the type of great entertainment that they have to offer, I think is a very digestible and well worth the price of admission, if you will. Okay, so Saturday, March 18th, main pub stage, you've got the Rollicking Raglan Bunch featuring Celtic Croy and the Raglan Road Irish Dancers. So I love that. They have a little combo performance there together. Then they have the Men of Iran, Aaron. I think it's Aaron. I think maybe we're pronouncing it wrong. Raglan Road Irish Dancers and Elevation at 10. This is the time I really want to go see him because you and I have had opportunities to see U2 at various points in our life. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. And this may be the closest I'll ever get to seeing them is seeing the tribute band because they're really good. Also, you want to check out the patio stage with One for the Foxes, Go Bon, Claire Sands, and Strings and Things, all starting at 12 noon. So it starts early that day. Kristen, you want to take on Sunday?
Sunday, March 19th, the main pub stage has the Rollickin' Raglan Brunch featuring Go Bon and the Raglan Road Irish Dancers. So you have Gobon, Raglan Road Irish Dancers, Claire Sands, and Strings and Things.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the patio stage, you have Celtic Croy, One for the Foxes, and Men of Erin.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. They also are telling us in this press release that Celtic face painting is also available. So pretty neat as well. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the bands that are performing? I don't know if you want to do that.
Sure.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about them.
Cool. I'll talk about Elevation. All right.
Of course you will.
Backed by popular demand, Elevation is the U2 tribute band, the most successful one in the world. Elevation is the only band to bring you the most authentic sights and sounds of U2 without bringing the band U2 themselves. So more on them if you want to visit u2tributeband.com. Kristen?
This one is very cool. Claire Sands. She is the sixth generation fiddler, bilingual singer,
multi-instrumental.
Yes, and composer.
Okay.
So she does Irish music, of course. It says breaking the boundary breaking, fearless folk music inspired by her travels around the world.
Love it.
Sands sings for the young and the old, the brave and the bold, wowing audiences with her groundbreaking traditional style.
Strings and Things hails from Tipperary and Galloway. Strings and Things are a contemporary Irish traditional folk roots crossover band with large repertoire of Irish songs and traditional pieces in a very contemporary arrangement and style. Think of Mumford and Sons meets, I don't know, an old Irish pub band. There you go.
Oh.
They've got a lot of energy, and they have a brand new album called Works, the EP, with their single Take the Time. So please check them out.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
So this is what I used to do on the radio. I used to paraphrase everything. So
One for the Foxes is an award-winning instrumental.
Teddy O. McCare
From Dublin, and Joanna Hyde from the Hydes from Colorado.
Ooh.
They have exciting and dynamic transatlantic duo. Very cool.
You know what I like about the fact that they do this is that they don't just get the local talent; they get people from around the country and around the world to come to perform at this festival, which is awesome. All right, so the Men of Erin, these two legends of Irish traditional music, Colin Farrell, not to be confused with the actor who's on fiddle, and Dave Curley, who plays banjo and vocals, have toured and performed with numerous traditional Irish music luminaries. And they're gifted entertainers with being the masters of their craft, charming Raglan Road audiences with a potent mix of sublime musicianship, electric energy, and a tremendous live performance. I love whoever wrote this sizzle is really good.
Celtic Croy is fresh and exciting three-piece traditional Irish music ensemble from Glasgow, Dublin, and Belfast. Features Hannah McNeil, Blaine Curtis, and Niali.
I think it's Niall.
Okay, I'm having difficulty reading that font.
Oh,
from
okay,
here.
yeah. McElroy. Niall McElroy, who plays whistles, guitar, flute, and vocals. All highly accomplished. Their vibrant and exciting live show has a bunch of great talent in traditional Irish tunes. And then you've got Gobon, which is a duo from Down. featuring Oliver Haviland, guitar and vocals, Aoife Byrne, fiddle and vocals. They've won numerous titles, which is great. They perform all over Europe and have supported leading Irish artists Shannon and Paul Brady. They have the honor of being invited to perform for the Prince of Wales and the President of Ireland.
Very cool.
And they'll keep you entertained with a mix of traditional Irish ballads and modern Irish songs. And, of course, our favorite.
So I'm going to, yes, the Raglan Road Irish Dancers, which if you've been before, you've seen them. Mm-hmm. Just so you know, reservations are encouraged for guests who plan to celebrate at Raglan Road. So definitely want to do that.
I encourage that.
On St. Patrick's Day only, Raglan Road will open at 11 a.m. with the $20 cover charge for guests who are 18 and older. However, this is a no reservation day. Again, this is March 17th is a no reservation day, so it is first come, first serve.
Younger patrons may enter free of charge. They wanted us to let you know that too. Just great. I
mean, you go here, you have great food, great drink, great entertainment. Mm-hmm. What more can you ask for St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. I love Raglan Road so much because it's like going to Ireland. I've never been. I want to go so badly. But I have a feeling that if I go there, I want to be surrounded by all these great things and great people. And you and I always end up making friends when we go there. And so it's really neat. And I love St. Patrick's Day. I think this is a great celebration that they do every single year at Raglan Road. So
I've only done the green beer once. Not there, but I mean, just in general, have done the green beer once.
I did green beer in Chicago.
At least that I could think of. Maybe twice. I'm just not a green beer. Like, to me, it's just, I'm like, okay, it's St. Patrick's Day. Pour me a Guinness. I don't typically go, yes, let me have the cheap green beer.
It's so funny. There are times I think we've done a lot of great shows, and I go back to some of the original some of the original audio that we've had over years of covering the St. Patrick's Day, the Mighty Festival. And it's so cool. Some of the stuff I've unearthed, and unfortunately, I don't have a lot of those pieces of audio here with me right now. But it's really fun. I loved covering this as press for Dining at Disney.
That was a lot of fun.
Cool.
The last
that was
time
a lot
we
of fun.
did that. I still have the hats.
Very cool. Did you want to add on anything else?
Yeah, I was going to say, what is the name of the place that I went to on the West Coast?
Tam O'Shanter.
Thank you. Yes, if you are out on the West Coast, I highly recommend going to Tam O'Shanter for St. Patrick's Day. I have done that, and it is a blast. You will have so much fun, and the food there is absolutely fantastic. And Walt used to eat there all the time, so that is the tie-in to Disney right there. So the
TAM also has stuff that is happening, and
yeah, they do a big big thing there too. It's a lot of fun. They have menu items that you can only get on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, keep that in mind because they do have a St. Patrick's Day experience at the TAM, and that is over there once again. It's in LA. It was established in 1922. Of course, they're celebrating their 100 years of operation, 101 years as of this year. So that is pretty awesome. And if you need to check that out, please do. 2980 Los Feliz Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. So please check out a legendary steakhouse that Walt used to eat at.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome.
And like I said, I've been there for St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
And it was a blast.
Yes. Okay, so we're wrapping up this show, Kristen.
Yes, we are.
That's wonderful. Let's go ahead and knock it out, shall we?
Yes, let's do so.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you enjoy what we do, please consider supporting the show. You can do so by becoming a supporter on Anchor, or you can visit diningatdisney.com or check below in the show notes and click the links for Amazon, Disney Store, Kingdom Strollers, as well as Garden Grocer. Aljon, do you want to tell everyone where they can find us?
Why, yes, you can find us on all the social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if you will. You can find the show everywhere you get podcasts. Please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the show, sharing it with your family and friends, and leaving us those 5-star reviews. We do appreciate that. You can also find Dining at Disney, Kristen at Dining at Disney. You can find me on Instagram as well at AljonGo. And you can also check out our fellow websites and I guess you could say podcast, if you will, right? So once again, check out the entire list of shows that we have in the archive there at diningatdisney.com, as well as some great archival links. You can also check out this podcast and everybody else. Me and David Bossert, former Disney creative director of special projects, author, award-winning author, animator, etc., etc. He wears every hat. I guess he's an Imagineer too. He's got the Imagineer hat on. So we host the Disney List. If you like the behind the scenes of some of your favorite Disney.
Skull Rock Podcast?
Oh, Skull Rock Podcast. Oh my gosh. Need to fix that on the script. Just reading on autopilot.
You're kind of autopilot.
Autopilot. Okay. So yeah, we're on Skull Rock Podcast. So please give us a like as well. And then you can also check out our sister show there with Kat. She hosts Eat the Pictures, Bite-Sized Morsel podcast every single week talking about film and food. So please check those things out.
And you can follow Kat at Kat, CAT_ASTROPHE on Instagram. Catastrophe.
I love that.
Don't forget to join our Facebook group. We've got the Dining at Disney Facebook group, as well as Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone and our friends, the Disney Dorks. If you are looking to travel to anywhere in the U.S., Disney, Universal, or do some kind of cruise, whether it be a large giant boat or a small river cruise, you can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com for your free quote. Until next time, bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.